Okay. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Traylnn Talks, where I sit down and read stories that go along with the theme. These stories will range from Reddit, personal stories, and more. So grab a snack, get comfy, and let's dive into these crazy stories. I hope you enjoy. Today's theme is going to be body image and clothing choices. All of our stories are coming from Reddit today, and our first one is titled, My Son, 13, told me today that he wants to start exercising and eating healthier because he sees where poor health choices can leave him in 30 years. He was talking about me. So, let's get into the story itself. I know he didn't mean it to be hurtful. He doesn't hate me that much yet, in parentheses. One of his classmates has been making fun of my son for his weight. I know this classmate well because I am both of their teacher. Yes, I teach my own son. The classmate thinks that it is funny, but the classmate doesn't know that his mother has been called in for a meeting next week, and we have been documenting all of the mean things he has been saying to my son and other classmates. My son is slightly overweight. I am obese. I am trying very hard to help my son make healthy choices without giving him body image issues. He started working out with me. He started eating more vegetables and fewer carbs. But just in the last week, he's been asking me a lot more about skipping meals and working out more, even when I am not working out with him. I told him that he shouldn't skip meals or lift weights without me, but he can do all of the cardio he wants without me around, as long as he's doing it for the right reasons. If he wants to get better at sports or be healthier, great. If he's doing it because he's being picked on, not great. His response was, it's not because I'm being picked on, it's because I see where poor health choices can leave me in 30 years, and I want to avoid that. It's me. I'm the bad example. So, following up that, there is actually an edit. It says, edit. I am male, and I was much heavier than he is when I was his age. My parents did nothing to stop my weight gain. They were also overweight and just accepted it. So, let's get into these comments. Top comment is, I'm 28, and seeing my unhealthy father is the reason why I am health conscious. Okay. Same here. My father has diabetes. I want to avoid that like the plague, and so far I have by taking care of myself. Mine was a lifelong smoker and now has emphysema. You couldn't pay me enough to ever touch a cigarette. My mom has been smoking. Okay, so most of these comments are just kind of going into, what their parents do that makes them not want to be like that. I feel for OP in this story. I don't think that your son hates you. I think your son, he's just trying to make sure that he doesn't let his health get out of control. And that's not me saying that your health is out of control, but when I first read this post, there was a lot of comments talking about getting him a nutritionist, or, a food counselor, somebody that has a degree in this kind of thing that can educate him. When I was a kid, I went to a diabetes class because diabetes runs in my family as well. And it taught me healthy eating habits and actually alternatives to unhealthy foods. So that might be very beneficial to you, OP, if you are listening out there. I would look into that. And story number 2. Story number 2 is titled, My Mom Told Me I Didn't Look Skinny Enough in the Wedding Dress I Tried On and Loved. I have issues with food and my body since middle school. When I was in high school, my mom always called me fat. I stopped eating breakfast and lunch. I would throw away half of my dinner when nobody was looking. I was only 105 pounds at the time, yet she would tell me I was on my way to obesity. Now I'm 27 and around 116 pounds. I tried on a wedding dress I absolutely adored, and she said the shape of that dress didn't make me look skinny enough. She wasn't there physically because we're in different states, but I sent her the photos. I'm just tired of feeling this way. I still don't eat breakfast or lunch. It's really messing with my head. And that's all that she wrote. That is short and to the point. The top comment is, your mom sounds toxic, which, yes, she does. There's a follow-up commenter who says, her mother is toxic. I feel sorry for OP. I hope she realizes that her mom's opinion is trash and thus irrelevant. 116 in fat, question mark? Are you 3 foot tall? OP responds to that and says, it's ludicrous, really. Send your mom a picture of you eating a big, juicy burger. That's what I would do. For my engagement shoot, it's going to be a cute photo of us eating. My fiance's favorite food is Korean barbecue, so that's what we're going to do. Ooh, that's very, very cute. I like that idea. Why are you still around people who are specifically feeding into your issues with food and your body? This is supposed to be the happiest time between a mother and a daughter, but if all she can do is look at your weight, drop her. OP responds to this, I'm not around her. I live in a different state and was excited, so I texted her some photos. Forgot how toxic it can be when you're not seeing them day to day. That's fair. I think I left a comment on this post, and I'm just trying to find it, but there's, of course, so many comments on here. So I'm not really seeing mine. Oh, here it is. I said, this is abuse. She absolutely caused your body issues, and it is not okay. I would hold her accountable for this, and if you've invited her to your wedding, retract that right away. So that's my opinion in a nutshell. I don't think your mom should be invited to your wedding because she sounds like a toxic jerk. Yeah, I would not be inviting her. Moving on. Our next story is titled, Just Had Someone Make Fun of My Outfit / Body in Starbucks. Absolutely deflated. Trigger warning, weight and body shaming. Listen, I'm a fat woman. I know I am. I've been bigger my whole life. I have chronic illnesses and medication that make it really difficult for me to lose weight. But I dress in clothes that I love and I think are pretty. At work today, I wore a knee-length skirt and a nice blouse with black tights and ballet flats. It's pretty standard business attire. 2 younger girls I'm going to guess college-aged were at Starbucks in our building. I heard them talking behind me about that girl in the purple skirt, which was clearly about me. I know they thought they were being quiet, but I heard them saying things like, who let her go out in that? Who's going to tell her? Skirts like that aren't meant for those bodies. It's 1 p.m. I have to get through the rest of the workday. I don't want to eat my lunch or even drink this coffee I bought. I'm sure they thought that they were making a joke for the hell of it, but people have no idea the impact it can have on someone else. I really love this outfit too. I wish people were kinder. I've dealt with comments like this my entire life. I've tried everything I can to lose the weight. I stopped eating when I was in college. I don't get how people don't understand that I would look differently if I could, but I can't. That's rough. There is another update. It says, wow, oh wow. I did not expect this post to get anywhere near the traction that it did. I am really grateful to all of you who have sent me messages and comments of support. It really has helped me turn the situation around in my mind. Part of the fear when something like this happens is the mental hurdle of, are they telling me what everyone is secretly thinking? It's that awful feeling that when you walk in a room, everyone is thinking about how bad you look. It's hard to get past the idea that everyone is gossiping to their friends about how ugly you are. The funny thing is, this post got some troll hate, as I expected, but the trolls who told me to lose weight and offered unsolicited and unhelpful substantiated advice were far outnumbered by the people who were against what those girls had said. I like to think that's indicative of the way the world works, too. There's a few people who have hate in their hearts that stems from insecurity, but the vast majority of us just want each other to be happy and live in peace. Thank you all for reminding me of that. Please give a random stranger a compliment today. I know I will. Let's spread love instead of hate. Oh, my heart. This girl sounds so sweet. Can't believe those girls would make fun of a random stranger at Starbucks. Just so rude and high school-esque. Come on, we're adults now. You're in college. Get over yourself. Let's see the top comment. The whole concept of if you don't have anything nice to say, then don't say anything has been lost in recent times. Now it's so edgy to be the first to call someone out and be, well, edgy. Makes for some rude and insufferable people. I am sorry they ruined your day. Be assured that they have garbage personalities and will eventually catch up to them, and that isn't even karma, just the truth. Somebody else says, I personally have gotten to a point in my life where I don't give a fuck about anyone. My filter is broke, which also means I'd snap my head around so fast and get mean or sit at their table since they want to talk about me. I might as well hear it. Oh my goodness. That's very aggressive, but the more power to you, girl. I wish I had your confidence to sit near them. I just stare at their eyes until they leave with discomfort. You can call it confidence, but it's more of a competent competent rage. I know what my body is capable of and has done. I am home birthed my babies. I sure as hell don't like mean girls, so shit talking any woman they don't know who has done them no harm lights my barbecue pit and gets me smoking. Mama, you go slay. Yeah, so I agree with most of these people here. If you don't have anything nice to say, man, just keep your mouth shut. Do everybody else a favor. You know what I mean? Moving on. My female 24 boyfriend, male 29, makes me feel bad about what I eat and it's stressing me out. Oh, the post has been removed. Existing relationship. I would like to preface all of this by saying I do not think he is actively or deliberately trying to make me feel bad. My female 24 boyfriend, male 29, is very tall and thin and also very concerned about staying skinny. We recently went on vacation and he was talking about slimming down before vacation and told me that he plans on cutting out all carbs, not drinking anything but water, and skipping out on breakfast and lunch. He got upset at me for not being supportive because I told him that this seems excessive to me. He honestly seems to have a disordered relationship with food and weight gain, but his parents are the same way, so he thinks this is typical. Whenever I want to get fast food or have ice cream or cake or want to add rice or potatoes to a meal, he always says in a tone that feels condescending, "Are you sure you want to eat that?" Or, "Really? Are you serious?" Sometimes when he does this, I'll just say, "Never mind," and then he'll say, "If you want to get it, then get it." But now there's all this judgment attached to eating whatever the thing is, and I just don't want it anymore. While we're on vacation, he wouldn't want to eat breakfast, and I was so grateful that the other people on the trip with us would suggest getting breakfast, because I'd be starving, but didn't want to turn it into a big thing by saying I was hungry. Even though those other people, he would say, if they just waited a few more hours, then we can just have lunch instead. In my head, I'm just thinking to myself, it's 8 a.m. No one wants to wait until 1 p.m. to have lunch, just because you have some weird notions about food and thinness. Since we got back, I've been having problems with indigestion and bloating from going such long stretches without eating because he didn't want to. I used to have a pretty unhealthy relationship with food and attaching moral value to certain foods, and I've struggled with my body dysmorphia as a result of being very thin my whole life, then gaining weight after being put on antidepressants. I've worked really hard to get past that. I'm currently pretty thin. All of his comments about whatever it is that I choose to eat or when to eat is making me feel terrible about eating, and it's stressing me out and now causing actual health problems for me. How do I get him to understand this isn't cool? Too long to edit, read thingy. My female 24 boyfriend, male 29, is constantly making remarks about what I choose to eat or when I choose to eat, and it started to take a toll on my physical health. So, the top comment goes, "You can't. He has an eating disorder, or at the least is tied up about judgments related to food and looks that are so deeply held that he feels comfortable being a weirdo in a group trip. What you can do is suggest he gets therapy for his disordered eating and support him through that if you two choose to stay partnered. Or you can stay with him and tolerate his behavior that will not change and just ignore it and stay healthy yourself, not letting it impact you negatively. Or you can walk away from him, wish him luck on his journey, but tell him that you aren't happy to be with somebody who makes you feel judged over taking, care of your body. It's about what you want and how much you two are willing to communicate honestly at work and work together to process. Can you both commit to that? Maybe couples counseling if you're sincerely looking to life partner, ? A lot of responses are too focused on him and not enough about the bullshit he is putting on her. Respectfully, yes, he does have a disordered eating. Yes, I also have ED and many, many others. I do not ever, ever manipulate my partner or demean them with my illogical, insane standards. I'm smarter than that, and I am self-aware enough to know what the heck is going on. That is abusive and wrong. It is really hard to simply ignore his behavior once someone has started to inflict it on you. The spinning wheels of ED means that it really never turns off, and they will never stop sizing you up until they get treatment, especially if OP struggles with food issues and self-worth issues. He is absolutely harming her with his feedback. OP, if he's making you feel as if you are not good enough, that's toxic and wrong. I truly don't care where it comes from. It's not on you to save or fix him. You are lovable as you are. I really like that perspective. Thank you for sharing. I don't want to read the other comments. I think that one was the best one. I think that's top comment in my opinion. Compared to the other comment, but yeah, no, I agree. He needs therapy, definitely. Moving on, our next story is titled, Today I said fuck you to my body insecurities and went swimming for the first time in 6 years. I feel incredible. Too long to read, edit. I love swimming, but my insecurities regarding the way my body looks have been stopping me from going until today. When I bought myself a new swimsuit and went to my local pool, I feel amazing for doing it. So, into the story. I love swimming, as I've been able to swim for as long as I can remember. I used to swim weekly as a kid. I love being in water, and it's a fantastic sport for working out everything from muscles to cardio. When I was 16, I started to get more and more self-conscious about the fact I wasn't skinny as I was when I was 14. Totally normal body changes, by the way. Society has a way of getting under your skin, especially when you're a woman. So I stopped swimming because I hated seeing myself in a swimsuit. I also have stretch marks and scars that are quite visible when I'm in a swimsuit, and I have trouble with body hair too. I can never seem to get my skin silky smooth without blemishes like every other woman. No, I'm the same. This is all made worse by my mother commenting on the fact that my thighs have gotten thicker and that my belly is a bit doughy and my legs are scarred from body picking, anxiety related. So I just feel really ugly. I'm not an athlete by any means, but I am pretty active in my day-to-day life, and I try to get at least 30 to 60 minutes of exercise every day, even by just taking a long, brisk walk uphill, but I'm still not as skinny as I used to be. As such, my self-esteem has been on the edge for a while. Then I got diagnosed with depression and anxiety, got prescribed Zoloft. It makes everything so much better for me mentally, but it did also contribute to a bit of weight gain, mostly in the form of me not being able to lose weight as easily. Shortly after that, the pandemic hit. Like most of us, I lost the ability to get in my regular exercise as I wasn't trekking up the hilly roads in my city on my way to college every day. As you can guess, my self-esteem was through the floor. I hated my body. To this day, I'm still not happy in my own skin, even though I know I should be, because all bodies are absolutely gorgeous, just not mine, I guess. In short, I really hate my body. Anyway, last week, the heating in my entire apartment building broke, and I haven't been able to get any hot water. I took the gamble that the issue would get fixed soon, so I figured I'd make do with quick cold showers for a few days. Well, wouldn't you know it, it's day 5 and nothing has been done, and we just got informed that it probably won't be fixed until next week. That means no hot water, no heating, nothing. I don't want to keep taking cold showers every day, but I'm single, so I have no partner I could stay with, and I don't have close friends who I could ask to let me shower at theirs. So I started to think up of alternatives. There is a gym next door, but I'm not a gym goer. Also, I don't know how to use anything in a gym. And then I remembered that I live a 15-minute walk away from the pool. So today I said, fuck it, I'm tired of being cold all the time. I want to wash my hair. I want to swim again. I'm going to the pool. So I went out and I bought a new swimsuit this morning and went to my local pool. I'm a little bit out of shape because I'm still trying to get back all the fitness I lost during the pandemic. But I did a constant 50-mile lengths for about 35 minutes. Not super intensely, but not relaxed either. It felt amazing. I was a little self-conscious as I walked up to the pool in only a swimsuit, but once I got into the water, I stopped caring. Who cares what my body looks like? Who cares if I'm not the beanpole I was in middle school? Who cares about my scars or any of that? I can use my body to swim. My shoulders are killing me after not doing any intense swimming for a few years, but it feels so good and clean as a bonus thanks to the warm showers at the pool. I'm seriously considering buying a membership card and making swim sessions a part of my weekly routine because I haven't felt this good in a while. I'm sorry for mind vomiting. I just feel really giddy right now that I've partly overcome my self-esteem issues and reconnect with my love for a sport. Wow. That's awesome, OP. I mean, I commend you. That's really, really great. And I'm glad you found an alternative to your shower issue, because I've had to take cold showers before in Alaska over here, and it's not fun. It's not pretty. Top comment. I did the same thing. Gained weight over the pandemic and finally accepted it and started going to the gym again. I used to go every day, and once the pandemic hit, kind of just stopped. I was scared after getting fat that I'd be judged at the gym. But I finally sucked it up and went, and I feel amazing, just as amazing. You are not alone. Okay. Your way with words is nice. I hope this swim and warm shower was a blast and a self-revelation for you. Don't even worry about it. I'm 45 and size 26 right now. I'm absolutely huge and reminded of it every day. Yet when I get into the pool to swim laps, I'm a beast. I outswim people half my size and age. It actually makes them mad. Enough to comment to the lifeguard. I don't care, since I'm there to get in shape and avoid being in a damn wheelchair for the last half of my life. When I walk into a pool area, I ignore everyone. I don't care about how they think of me. I know as soon as I swim, any preconceived notions about my size, etc. are out the window. You keep doing you and just focus on how good it feels to swim. That's awesome. I love a happy, wholesome story. I really do. And they are so rare on Reddit. Moving on. Am I the asshole for not wearing a bra? Context. I, 19 female, don't like wearing bras. They feel uncomfortable and is as if they are squishing my breasts. I only wear them if I'm going someplace where they are considered important, like a wedding or something. Most of my female friends don't wear bras often either. Anyways, Monday night, me and my two friends, both 18 female, went to the mall. We walked past Victoria's Secret and my friend, who I'll call Emily, asked why I wasn't wearing a bra. I told her I don't like to wear them. She thinks that because I am a woman, I should always be wearing a bra. I told her, once again, I'm comfortable without wearing it. She asked me if I was trying to be funny or really wanted to be a whore. I told her I didn't tell her off for doing or wearing things I don't like, so she shouldn't do that to me. She said that if I wanted to be a disgusting asshole, then I could find my own way home. I ended up getting an Uber home and texting Emily that I will wear whatever I want and that she could fuck off. I guess Emily told our friends that what happened, and now everyone is mad at me, so I'm questioning, was I wrong? Well. Oh, there's an edit. Hi, thanks for all the comments. They've been very reassuring. A lot of you suggested that my bras are the wrong size, which they might be. Since I was a kid, I would just get the first thing that fit. So I'm going to look into getting professionally sized. I'm also going to talk to my friends about what Emily told them because I need to know if she told them the full story. I also have been thinking about me and Emily's friendship. Emily has never been the nicest to me, and looking back, she has always made comments on my body. So yeah, I'll update after I talk to my friends. I don't know if they'll be that any longer. Edit number 2. I talked to one of my other friends and asked what Emily told them. They told me that Emily said that I was trying to make trying to make my breasts look bigger so that men will have sex with her, and said that I told her that she was a whore. Oh. So those of you who thought she lied to them, you were right. I told my friends that's not what happened, and I told them what really happened, but only one of them believes me, so I guess the others aren't my friends anymore. I guess it's good that those people are out of my life, although I am still a bit sad. I also think that I'm going to just block Emily, because I don't think of being friends with her as making me happy anymore. Thanks to everyone for all the helpful answers. Oh, sheesh. It's too bad you had to lose your entire friend group over that. I'm sorry. Top comment reads, not the asshole, but I thought you said most of your female friends don't wear them either. Who exactly is mad at you? OP responds, I don't know why they're mad exactly, but I think it's because I told her to fuck off. She literally called you a whore, and they're mad at you told her to F off? Question mark. She probably let that bit out when she was retelling the story. I'm guessing it's the ugly friend. Oh no. Stop, how dare you make me laugh? Oh my god, no. No, I wish I hadn't read that, because I almost just laughed out loud, too. So, no, you're not the asshole at all. And your friend Emily is a bitch. Moving on. Am I the asshole for refusing to apologize to my cousin, 37 male, for massively overreacting when he told me I, 20 female, will never get a boyfriend because of my pajamas? Yesterday, my family and I, 20 female, went to visit my aunt and uncle and some cousins at the former's house. This post concerns my oldest cousin, 37 male. We'll call him Greg. Since their family, it was a very chill, spontaneous visit. And since I prioritize comfort over anything else when I know it wouldn't be inappropriate to do so, I wore a sweatshirt and some plaid pajama pants, thinking no one would care. For the most part, I was right, and I even got a compliment on my pajama pants from my aunt, who loves pajamas and comfortable clothes as much as I do. But when Greg sat down next to me on the couch, he started telling me I shouldn't be wearing things like that outside of my house. He first told me I'll never get a boyfriend if I leave the house in pajama pants. I told him I'm not trying to get a boyfriend. He asked me where exactly I wear them out, and I said around family, to friends' places, on quick trips to convenience stores, and sometimes to morning classes, as do half of my other classmates. It also took every ounce of mental fortitude not to tell him I'm really not looking for potential boyfriends at my family get-togethers. He said, I'm just trying to help you. Guys will never be interested in you if you dress like that. I told him if a guy doesn't want me because I enjoy wearing pajama pants out sometimes, then obviously I'm not interested in him either. You go, girl. He wasn't letting up, and I was getting pissed, so I essentially just told him I'm going to wear what I want, and there's not a damn thing he can do about it, and left the conversation. That side of the family can be old-fashioned sometimes, but this was honestly unexpected. Like, why do you, a 37-year-old man, feel you must take it upon yourself to ensure the 20-year-old female cousin you see a few times a year, at most, looks appetizing to the male population? Question mark. Perhaps he'd at least have some semblance of a point if I wore pajamas everywhere, including places where it would be bad to do so. Like I said, kid. I don't. I can safely say I've never worn pajamas to a job interview, family celebration, etc. But even then, it's still only about my having to be appealing to hypothetical men for him. So no, he wouldn't have a point. I ignored him for the rest of the day, and I didn't utter any form of goodbye when it was time to leave. I guess he complained to his mom, my aunt, about my massive overreaction to his advice, and would like an apology since he was just looking out for me. My aunt texted all this to my dad, who agrees with me, but thinks I should just apologize to smooth things over. I don't want to do that. Even if it makes things tense with this whole house, since Greg still lives with my aunt and uncle, I don't feel I should apologize when I was the one subjected to harassment regarding my clothing choices. Besides, it's not like Greg is some grand authority on the subject. Aside from my aunt and grandmother, he's never felt the touch of a woman in his life. So am I the asshole for not letting this go? Oh wow, there's actually a lot of edits. Edit, 2 things. 1, I think my dad would have reacted differently if my dying grandmother weren't living with Greg, because my aunt is her end-of-life caretaker, as in the house is his only access to his mother. I agree, I do wish he reacted differently, but I'm willing to cut him some slack this time. I'm going to explain the situation to him again, and I think he'll understand that this is maybe serious enough to not back down. 2, I really don't want to share this, but I also live with severe chronic pain on a daily basis, thus seek maximum comfort whenever possible, including my clothing choices. So the people commenting everyone sucks here can fuck right off. 3, I have seen a few comments accusing me of rejecting requested judgment, especially regarding edit 2. So allow me to clarify. I asked whether I was an asshole for refusing to apologize, not whether I was an asshole for wearing pajama pants out. I believe I made it quite clear that I'm comfortable with my clothing choices. That is not where I requested judgment. See the title. You should not have to defend yourself for this. Goodness. Another edit. Thank you, mostly. All of you are wonderful, hilarious comments. I've done my best to keep up since I posted this, and you guys have been making me laugh all day. I will not be apologizing to Greg, and instead will speak with my parents and aunt first so that they understand what he did was gross and wrong on too many levels to just gloss over it all. But I will make sure I do it in a way such that my dad can still visit his sick mom at their house without any awkwardness or problems. Thank you all for your advice. And also thank you to everyone who ignored the question and just shat on me for my pajamas. In real life, I'm quite a non-confrontational person. I suppose it's more accurate to say I don't shy away from it when it feels necessary, but I definitely avoid engaging if possible. That is to say, I've never so vigorously stood up for myself as I have on this post, and it was your comments that gave me the opportunity for growth. Not sarcasm, I do appreciate it. I'm going to apply these skills I don't know I had when I speak with Greg. Some advice. I challenge each and every one of you to dare to think beyond arbitrary social rules created by a random bipedal mammals whose existence will inevitably vanish at the death of the sun. I promise the fact that I chose to wear pajamas outside the house in the year 2023 has not an ounce of significance. Oh, God, I can't believe that some people in the comments are, like, bashing you about wearing pajama pants out. Get out of here. Top comment, not the asshole. Your uncle sounds creepy, and he whined to his mommy at 37. Wow. Haha, I totally skipped over that part. Mommy, a grown woman, didn't like the fact I told her how to dress for my comfort. Wah. At 37, is it a mommy's boy or a mommy's man? By that point, I think he's just mommy's failure. Oh, my God. Yeah, no, I'm just going to say this right now. Your cousin sounds like a massive freak. Like, get away from him. Moving on. This is our last story of the day, and it is titled, How Do I, 35 male, Handle a Bigger Woman, 28 female, referencing her own weight? A question for the bigger ladies. I recently matched with a bigger girl that I find to be super attractive. She doesn't have many photos on her profile, but enough that I can tell she is by no means petite, which is not a problem at all for me. I'm into all different shapes and sizes of women. We've been texting, and she keeps low-key slipping in comments referring to her not being skinny. Excuse me, I totally had to do that. It's almost like she is trying to prep me for when we go on a date at the end of the week. Like I said earlier, I saw her photos and I have a good idea what I'm in for. I think she's a total babe, and I am not unaware of how society treats bigger women, so I kind of get why she is doing this. Fair. My question is, how do I respond to these comments? I've mostly glossed over them at this point, but I feel like I need to address it because she has done it twice in the last day and a half. Is there a way for me to acknowledge her size and reassure her that I'm into her without making her feel self-conscious? If you are a bigger girl, how would you want somebody to respond? So, Update in the comments. Update. Someone suggested I put the update in the main post, so here it is. Update. She hit me with the full disclosure and went on to tell me that she isn't a skinny girl and that if I don't like curvy girls, I should walk away now. My response. I'm attracted to all kinds of women. I saw your profile and I have a pretty good idea of what I'm getting into, and I'm into it. You don't know this about me, but I have 20/20 vision, so I can see things crystal clear, and I'm telling you what I think and that you're a babe. So, I did peek at the comments before putting this together, and this girl goes on to say, I'm a big girl and I'm irrationally afraid of catfishing someone, even though someone says I look exactly like my pictures. I'm kind of curious what the comments are giving you appropriate response by something along the lines of, I've seen your pics, I know what you look like, and I think you're gorgeous. P.S. Don't ever call her BBW. She likes pet names, so I called her Little Lady, and she said something like, not little, with a winky face, and she also referenced to not being fit and later referred to herself as someone who does not go to the gym. I mean, this is something she keeps doing, or is this just referencing her life in a normal amount? If there's not a lot more, then yeah, confront her about it, but you said here just seems like facts. We've been texting for 2 days, blah, 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 blah. So I think the update said it all, to be honest. Good on you for wanting to be respectful to this girl, though. I applaud you for that, OP, because it seems like you carry yourself in a very respectful manner. I myself am a bigger girl, and I know what it's like to be in the dating scene and like be on Tinder, for example, and you're texting somebody and you give them that full disclosure, as you did discuss in the update. I have had to do many times. And it is always 50-50 when you're putting your heart on the line like that. And, you know, we do try to make sure that in our photos you can see our body types. Well, I do. I should rephrase that, because there are some ladies who try to cover it up, but that is just not helpful. Any lady out there, if you are doing that, that is not helpful. You want somebody that's going to love you for you, so you need to not... I don't want to call you guys catfishes, but you need to be open and honest about your body type, what you look like, etc., because you don't ever want to blindside somebody and then have them be nasty to you, because that could just put yourself in an emotional, distressing position. So I don't recommend that to anyone ever. But that is all the time we have for today, folks. If you enjoyed today's episode, I am available on YouTube and Spotify. If you feel gracious enough to hit the like or subscribe button, I would be eternally grateful. This is my 7th episode. I am just getting off the ground here with this podcast, and I really, really hope that you guys enjoy. Thank you. Bye-bye.